New developments and new evidence that police are revealing in the search for the suspected shooter who killed the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Police believe they found a backpack related to the suspected shooter. Top law enforcement officials tell NBC News there was no gun found in the bag. What they did find in the bag, a jacket and Monopoly money. The NYPD saying so far none of their evidence suggests this shooting had to do with Thompson's personal life. Based on video surveillance, police are now putting together a timeline before, during, and after the shooting. Police are saying that the shooter arrived in New York on Sunday the 24th and was caught on camera at the Port Authority bus terminal near Times Square. Law enforcement officials are saying it's not clear though when the shooter got on the bus because there were several stops on the way to New York. Law enforcement officials are telling NBC News the shooter took a taxi to the scene of the shooting, was there for about 30 minutes, and then checked into a hostel on the Upper West Side. Now, law enforcement believes he may have used a fake ID to check in. He stayed at the hostel for several days, checked out on the 29th, and then checked back in the next day. A senior law enforcement official telling NBC News while at the hostel, the suspect had two roommates who say that the suspect wore a mask at all times, even while eating, only pulling it down when taking bites of food. And you might have seen the photo on the internet of the suspected shooter who appeared to be smiling in that one image. Well, law enforcement officials now telling NBC News this was at the hostel. They believe this was the one moment they were able to capture the suspect's face on camera. According to law enforcement officials, they say this was upon his initial arrival at the hostel and that he was flirting with a woman while he checked in at the front desk. The suspect left the hostel at 5:30 in the morning the day of the shooting. After the shooting, police believe the suspect then took a bike to a taxi, and then jumped on a bus and took that bus out of New York City, and that is where police say the trail has gone cold. A few other details. Police now investigating if the weapon was a veterinary gun used to put down animals, and the importance of that is because it doesn't make a lot of noise. Police are also clarifying the detail about the words written on the shell casing, saying they were depose, delay, and deny, written in Sharpie, one word on each bullet, a possible reference, police think, to frustration with the healthcare industry. We're told police have detectives in Georgia because remember that bus the suspect initially came into the city on, it originated out of Atlanta. Whether or not the suspect got on there, it's not clear, but they are searching in Atlanta, I imagine from Atlanta the entire way to New York City. Police are also canvassing Central Park, looking for any sign of the handgun used in that shooting.